So I tell people the mind is almost like the sky. The mind is like a vast, clear sky. And thoughts are like clouds. And we ask ourselves, where do thoughts come from? And where do clouds come from? Well, clouds and thoughts come from a clear sky. Thoughts come from a clear mind. So if you just allow the thought to come, eventually the thought will go and it will leave clear sky. Just like clouds, when they come along, they start forming thunder clouds and rain clouds, but eventually it disperses and becomes clear sky again. This is why it's impossible to always have a clear mind. We just need to acknowledge that storms come and so shall they go. Likewise with thoughts. They come and then they go. If you give attention to something, it becomes more detailed, and this is when you start becoming drowning in your thoughts, or you become pushed around and moved around by the storm. But if you just don't judge and just allow things to happen, eventually they will subside and you will become the eye of the storm, or you will become the clear sky. I'm the avatar known as Tao Chi Kai, and this is my student, Sergi, brother Sergi.
Hello everyone.
And you might all recognize him from past videos. And today I'm very, I feel so much love. I have not seen brother Sergi for a long time. It's been over a year, isn't it, brother Sergi?
Yeah.
And brother Sergi came today. He's Ukrainian, and he's told me about things that happen in his country.
Слава Україні.
And this video really I want to do so that his parents who are in Ukraine now, they can see that Sergi is doing good, he's fine. And for me today, I really want to help Sergi to release some of this energy that he's been building up, because he's been a lot of worry, and it's been hard for you to practice your Qigong, bro.
Oh yeah, it's hard to focus in. The Qigong help with the worries, it's much more better.
So today I'm going to try to help just to release some of this energy, and then hopefully brother Sergi can practice your Qigong. It will help you to be centered. And I was saying to brother Sergi that, if you worry too much, it's not too good. Because, if you worry about something that's far away or it's not to do now, it's not good for us. So I said to brother Sergi that the best thing he could do for his family and his friends in Ukraine is for him to be good, for him to feel good now, so that they know that he's doing well. So it would be, it would make it easier for them wherever they are. So I thank you, viewers, to watch, and hopefully you will gain some benefit from this video as well. Okay, I'm ready for home. So brother Sergi I've not seen him for some time, and I'm very grateful that the universe has brought us close. So brother Sergi, begin to practice your meditation, just to watch your breath. So rock brother Sergi's spine. Just rock the sacrum, just to help him to feel a bit more grounded. Loosen the glutes a bit. Applying some tiger balm now. Very tight.
Very nice feeling. I forgot it at school.
I'm just going to try to reset your nervous system, brother. Your body feels like it's in shock, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I need to help to reset it. Once I help to relax these nerves, I want to help to move everything more to like a neutral position, you know? See, it's very tense.
Especially here, yeah?
Yeah, especially here. When here it's tense, it means your shoulders go up. Your shoulders like this, you know, like you're like a turtle, wouldn't it? Yeah, like this, yeah, that's it. You notice now your breathing's getting easier, yeah? Good. That's it, brother, you just keep meditating. Brother Sergi is really stressed, I can see it. It's, you know, it's very understandable because things that are happening right now is worrying you. But it's good that you've come. I'm so glad that you came to me.
No, yeah, me too, no?
Yeah.
It was like I feel some pain on the back on the right side where the hand started.
Yeah.
And after I think Kai straight away. Like emergency, you know?
Yeah.
Like, who can help? Kai. Oh, Sky, yeah. Yeah, thank you for the time. Thank you.
Brother, so I'm always here for you, man.
Nice. I was thinking if you will have time, maybe book a sessions in the massage like we did before.
Yeah. Like a series, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. My main thing is hopefully help you to do your Qigong again.
Ooh, I'm waiting this moment if you will have before the park.
Yeah, yeah. You remember how it is when you was doing Qigong, isn't it?
Yeah. I remember feeling
Yeah.
during and after. It's like you wake up from a dream.
Yeah.
It is. It's something
Very important.
very powerful. Every ceremony what I do, doesn't matter combo or sweat lodge or something before I do, before ceremony, like 5 minutes before start, I find it 1 hour to do Qigong, and after it's give me, you know, ground
Yeah.
and focusing that everything what I will do next, it will be right.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Make me sure.
I haven't made any videos for a long time because I was not feeling too well myself. A lot of things were happening around me. So, you know, when I get worried as well.
You can take it from people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
How was Lydia?
Oh, Lily's fine. She's good. She started working back in the office now.
Okay.
You know, when we're coming out of lockdown, a lot of things change, isn't it?
Everything changed.
Yeah, man.
How's your parents?
My parents are good. Just that I'm worried about them as well. You know, every year when I help them, it gets a bit more harder. There's only so much I can do, isn't it? It's just like nature. As we get older, things become a bit more harder. But it's just the way nature unfolds, because we can't live forever. So we must learn to, you know, we must learn to age. When we look at nature, things are born, and eventually things must die. And that's just the cycle of life. as a human, you know, with myself, when I look at my parents, I get sad. It's because I'm being selfish.
No, you're selfish. Come on.
But what I mean is, like, I will miss them. So there's a part of me that feels sorry for myself. This is something that I acknowledge. But I also acknowledge at the same time that it's a part of nature that, you know, we are born and then we die. It's good to notice now. Many of us, you know, living in some societies, we don't really think about it. We hide away from death. We hide away, or we make fun of it, either by making films or, you know, things like this. But if we spend some time just to really look inside about what we feel about death, just really take some time. It helps us. It helps us to realize that, you know, life is precious, and every moment, every moment is precious.
This is what my parents say.
Yeah.
We're happy we wake up, and we just happy to wake up after this one. Because every night, especially when it started bombing, there was no choice. I woke up next day.
Wow.
And start to appreciate life completely different.
That's it. So the best thing that we could do for us people who are not in danger now, we must, you know, save a life as well. Because there's, as we know, there's people out there who don't know if they're going to live or die the next day. So we should make the most of our life, you know, in celebration of theirs. I think that's the best that we can do. It's not good if everyone's sad. You know, don't give up, because they have not given up.
Yes.
So we should not give up.
We will not.
That's
So
it.
sure. I met a new girl. I know her, she was my friend one time ago.
Okay.
And we started to talk more closely. She gave me a lot of support during when war happened.
Okay.
There's not so many people who give me support.
Yeah.
Close friends, yes, but most of, especially this one, this community, that was like I prefer to stay in their bubble of unknowing, you know. And when I try to explain what's going on in the world, what's happening in my country, they say it's a very sensitive topic for them.
Okay.
They cry, and this we don't want to be talk about this at all. Well,
Yeah.
they prefer to stay in the bubble of illusion. And yeah, one of girls, she gave me a lot of support and respect, you know, because it's very easy to share happiness, to positive things, but much more harder to share your pain or some kind of thing what is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I started knowing, she told me her grandma, 92 years old, and she all life practicing Qigong.
Whoa.
Yes, and even now she's on a Qigong, and she is she's young.
Wow.
If you can say about spirit, she's like I don't know. I'm not sure that one. Listen, yeah, I need to back to this one because I remember how I feel when I do it every day.
So it's a reminder, isn't it?
Yes, how my body feel and how I feel now is completely different. It's everything. When you know, I feel it myself and after I understand it more.
Yeah.
It's sometimes when people say, you know, when you feel it on your own. It's for me like a science like this work.
Brother Sergi's been doing Cambo, isn't it? I can see the Cambo scars.
Yeah, everywhere.
Did your lips puff up?
Oh, legs, body. I comes to 17 dots last time. Yeah.
Wow.
And it helped me some kind of. And after 17 dots they told me I can do it for my own.
Yeah.
So now I'm allowed to do combo for myself. And yeah, I bought this one stick, specially ordered from with venom, with combo venom.
Yeah.
And I did it. And first time what I was scared to do my own because it's medicine what kind of you not really enjoy.
Yeah.
It's poison. But when it was like a proper chocolate, shocked with the work. I have to do it, you know. I put intense just to save parents to country. And it was my first combo for my own, and it was great. It was great. It made me calm down.
Yeah.
It made me straight away relaxed and everything fine.
Good.
And it happened like 4 times with me during the war when I calm down. And straight away when I just calm down, relax and stop worrying, the next day something happens so dense, so bad, you know. So look like I hear of so bad news, so let me put back.
Yeah.
And every time when I just find a peace, the next day it's like, you know, they give you something, information, what you back to this whole, to this negative. I don't know why it's working with me, but not look like I'm peace, relax and stop worry. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Even for 1 day. Then after it's back. But now it's much more better. When I know that my city is much more safe. And parents in a kind of safe. So it's makes me okay.
That's good. You feel more calm now, innit?
Yes.
That's
And
it.
in first months I understand how to calm myself. I feel it. I just need to stop worrying at all.
That's it.
But when I stop worrying at all, I feel myself like a guilty because
Oh, you feel guilty?
guilty. Like
Oh,
my
okay, yeah.
intent should to be always there. Like I even put energy protections for my parents or in the city, on the country, like all focused always there. So I believe I give energy, you know, to help who needs it, like who's struggling there.
Yeah.
And my focus always there. Like, I don't know if it's right or wrong. It's like, yeah, it is.
I think really you should be focusing on yourself, you know?
You think so, yeah?
Yeah, it's really important because, you know, we all live our own life, innit?
Mm-hmm.
You have to focus on yourself so that you're doing well, that you're good. Like I'm saying, if you do good and your parents know that, then they will be less worried.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best that you could do for them. Feeling a bit more relaxed now, brother.
Oh, much more.
Good.
I don't feel intense in the shoulders, like.
That's it. I have to make some adjustments in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just pushing on some points where I see the energy is stuck.
Mm-hmm.
They call it pressure points or trigger points.
Okay. How you feel when the energy stuck? It's like visuals or?
I can see it. First of all, I can see the structure of your body, so I can see how your spine is. When I see that it's twisted in one, if it's twisted, it means I can see the way it's twisted. Like for example, when the body is relaxed, it's like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like this.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you have a twist, it's like this. So everything starts moving around. I can see this. You understand what I mean?
Yes,
So I go to this point here, but it takes time. I'm gonna slowly relax so everything starts coming back. Yeah. But that's only looking at very simple, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But the spine has so many movement as well. So I look at the spine, look at everything. If the spine is affected, it also affects your internal organs. But in your case, when we work on the back here, it's helping the nervous system. The reason why your body became the way it was your overthinking, innit? You kept overthinking, so the energy got stuck. So much energy here gets twisted. Right now, a lot of the twist is here coming from your neck.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was twisted. You see in the beginning, everything was up, innit?
Yeah,
Everything
yeah,
all up.
yeah.
Now I'm slowly bringing everything down. Eventually, I have to relax his neck. I have to adjust it. You understand?
Yes.
But you can feel it in yourself how it is, isn't it? And when you started feeling pain here, this here now, before there used to be like an energy coming here in one piece, yeah? But because it twists up here, there started becoming a gap here. You understand?
Yeah.
Because the energy goes down there as well, isn't
Yeah.
it? But it puts everything is twisted up here, everything starts pulling away. So you start feeling pain down here, innit? You start feeling like there was like something not right here. And it's because there's no connection. But this connection here means that the vertebrae here is not working, it's not smooth. So it's things like that. But you know, if your central nervous system is affected, it affects your sleep. And if you cannot sleep properly, it gets worse.
This is how pain starts in my shoulders, in the right one.
Yeah.
I just go to sleep, and maybe I'll sleep wrong position or no, and I wake up, and it was pain, like I did something,
Yeah,
physical work or something. I couldn't understand from how it.
that's it.
And still I remember how it teach me right positions to sleep,
Yeah,
like one leg in this way,
yes.
and it's helped me. When I couldn't sleep, I do these positions, and that's it, like a baby book. Yeah.
Okay, brother, please breathe nice. Just breathe nice in and out. Breathe nice and out. Breathe nice and out. Nice and out. So breathe nice and out. Nice and out. But remember this, yeah? Relax your head, relax your neck, relax your neck. That's it, just for now. It's working directly over the nerves. Slowly. You're breathing a bit deeper now, yeah? Good. In the beginning, your breath was
Yeah, let's stop.
Yeah.
And stuck.
was stuck here. Now slowly, breath will start to be more deeper. You can see your breath a bit more easier. Or Sergi, please turn your head the other way. Yeah, that's it for now. Working on Brother Sergi's body today is not easy because his body's in lots of shock. But it's good. I love it. I love to help, isn't it? I feel good that I'm helping. Yes, yeah. It's for someone that's at home when you feel you're very confused or you don't know what you're doing. Most of the time there's a direct correlation to how your body is. It could be that your neck or your cranium is pulled to one side. So subconsciously your head's been pulled, but on a conscious level you don't register it and you translate it as confusion. Even if you're able just to find some time just to really relax, as in do nothing, just to watch your breath and watch your body unfold. Like I used this as an example, your body might be twisted up like this. I promise you, if you just lie there and do nothing, eventually this will unravel by itself. And the thing that helps it to unravel is the breath coming and going. Each time the breath comes, the body expands a bit. And as breath goes, the body starts despanning, but it despands into a new default position, a new default place. And each time the breath comes, it expands a bit more. And just incrementally, eventually, if you watch the breath and without trying to control anything, the body will start unraveling. And you'll find that your body wants to move, it will start moving around. It takes practice, but it's better to practice now than not practice it. And then what happens is once you are able to really behold the breath come in and out in one breath, brother, that's when Qigong starts. You know this, isn't it? And you can start doing the movements, you can feel the breath come in and out, one breath. That's why it's very important to practice meditation. When we practice meditation, all we're doing is just watch. We're allowing things to unfold. We acknowledge that really we have no control. The best thing we could do is just to allow nature to take its course. Because the breath is always trying to find the route of least resistance in and the route of least resistance out. And the body, all it wants to do is to blossom and then one day wither and return back to the earth. That's all the body wants to do. The mind or the ego, however, it could think whatever it wants to think. But once it starts watching the breath, it starts becoming humbled. The ego becomes humbled. It realizes that the character, it possesses a body. It has a vehicle. It is not the body. It is just the driver. And then when you watch and you learn to meditate, then you start realizing that, every now and then I must allow my body just to do what it wants to do. And that means to allow it to rest and sleep. Because we know when we have a car, we overuse it, it gets damaged. If we do certain things too much, things start wearing and tearing away. But the ability to meditate and just to watch, I tell people it's like you are riding a horse, and if you learn to meditate, you learn to let go of the reins and you allow the horse to go whichever way it wants to go, and you just sit on top and enjoy the ride. Yeah, just enjoy it. So right now that's what Brother Sergi's doing. He's just meditating, and internally he could see his body slowly moving around. He's allowing me externally to move his body around. And myself, as a sculptor, as an artist, as someone who really loves what he's doing, I could see which way it is that your body wants to go. It's almost like I could see that, the horse is thirsty, or the horse is tired, he wants to do this, he wants this. You will notice that when I move the arm around, I don't force it. I'm always trying to find somewhere where it feels natural. You see, Bro Sergi, all the time. When I do shakes like this, it's always trying to find, where does it want to go? I want to be here. You see? And slowly, this is how we are unraveling. And as Brother Sergi starts allowing the breath to come and go, eventually his default position, his natural positions becomes much more balanced. And what I'm trying to help is to allow him to reach homeostasis. So he's no longer in fight or flight. He's no longer stuck in the sympathetic nervous system. So dear viewers, as you're watching this, practice just to watch your breath. And when I say watch, you can listen to your breath coming and going. And if you listen carefully, the breath starts sounding like it's the ocean. It makes a sound as it leaves your body. It also makes a sound as it enters your body. And that sound is very similar to the ocean. And the more you watch this ocean breath, the more expansive, the more deeper the breath becomes, and the more obvious the ocean becomes. It's almost like you're walking slowly towards the ocean. And the object is to eventually step into the ocean and float and let the ocean take you. Let the waves take you. That's what I mean by riding the wave of love. Because it does take us unconditional love to allow your body to do this. Because for many of us, we spend most of our time, most of our life controlling what our body should be doing. This is how we slowly wear and tear. When we are younger, we don't do this as often, but as we get older, we are somehow feel obligated to act a certain way, to stand a certain way, to talk a certain way. I don't know why this is. This is human nature or society. But every now and then, it's nice just to freely express yourself. And what does that mean? It means just to allow your body to freely express itself. So if you want to cry, cry. If you want to laugh, laugh. If you feel angry, be angry. No need to hold anything in. Because when we stopped holding stuff in, that's when problems start occurring. It's almost like the cup becomes overflowing. It's almost like we become drowning in our thoughts. But you know, if things come, so shall they go. Always remind yourself this. So people say and ask me like, oh, why is it my mind is always so busy? I told them it's so busy because you don't spend time just to allow it just to conclude. So I tell people the mind is almost like the sky. The mind is like a vast, clear sky. And thoughts are like clouds. And we ask ourselves, where do thoughts come from? And where do clouds come from? Well, clouds and thoughts come from a clear sky. Thoughts come from a clear mind. So if you just allow the thought to come, eventually the thought will go and it will leave clear sky. Just like clouds, when they come along, they start forming thunder clouds and rain clouds, but eventually it disperses and becomes clear sky again. This is why it's impossible to always have a clear mind. You just need to acknowledge that storms come and so shall they go. Likewise with thoughts. They come and then they go. If you give attention to something, it becomes more detailed, and this is when you start becoming drowning in your thoughts, or you become pushed around and moved around by the storm. But if you just don't judge and just allow things to happen, eventually they will subside and you will become the eye of the storm, or you will become the clear sky. And this too will be reflected in your body if you allow your body some time just to do nothing. Literally do nothing. Just lie there. Just watch your body do what it wants to do.
It's nice to listen to you during massage. You like give a code for body, you know?
Yeah, bro. I'm actually talking to your mind. Yeah, I'm talking to your mind. This is what I realised I can do. I didn't know I could do this before.
It's like a massage, but during massage, like you, like, not even just mind, like your body, you give a code to my body.
Yes.
These things. It's what notice it.
That's it.